everyone, and welcome once more to Wrestling Showdown Rewind here on the W3L network. Of course, every single Sunday at 12 o'clock. As you'll know, I'm sure you've hit the subscribe button by now. And of course, if you have, you'll be notified every time we give you an edition of Rewind, or indeed put anything up here on the W3L network. So if you've not hit it now, that'll be all you need to do. And of course, watching all these amazing programs that we give you here on the network is going to tide you over until we can bring you some live pro wrestling. Obviously, these are the dates we have. They are subject to change, subject to various restrictions, but hopefully in the new year we can start bringing you live W3L action. And if that's not enough for you watching us here on the network, why not head to our box office? We've got full live events, compilations, a documentary. It's all up there for you to watch right now via digital download. Go to w3lboxoffice.com and follow the instructions. When we are back up and running, Crafty Connoisseur will be returning as our live event sponsor. Check them out. They have got special offers on. Their web store is always open. They will send stuff to your door. Check them out on social media. Subscribe to all their platforms. Make a purchase from them and tell them that we said hello. If you're going to make a purchase, why not buy a fan support package? Prices begin at £5 and help you to help us to continue, just so we're waiting for COVID to leave us so we can bring you back live pro wrestling. For your money, you'll get cheap ringside tickets, DVDs, signed posters and an exclusive video message from a W3L star of your choice. And of course you can pick that up from our website, as well as our fantastic range of t-shirts. If you follow us online, you'll see over the past couple of weeks we've had a whole cornucopia of amazing designs heading your way, with more in the future I believe. So keep checking them out. They're available all sorts of designs, all sorts of sizes, something to everybody. So if you want to show your support, wear it proudly, get yourself a cool W3L t-shirt from our website. I'll tell you the details on that in just a while. But let's have some wrestling. This is, after all, Wrestling Showdown Rewind. And we will take a dip back in the archives this week. And we have got one of the earliest appearances of one of the most dangerous W3L stars we have ever seen. I'm sure you all know the Oriental menace that is Matsuo Kazuma. He has not been around W3L for a while, but this is one of his earlier appearances. He's got to face off against Micken this week here on Wrestling Showdown Rewind. But Kazuma has got the deadly Kong Fue at ringside with him. Will this help tilt the odds in his favour? Let's get down to ringside and find out. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce with Wrestling Showdown Rewind. The man stamping his foot is, of course, Micken, who we've seen a few times here on Rewind this year. And he's taking on the masked Oriental menace Matsuo Kazuma, which you can see is accompanied by Kong Fue. Because Matsuo Kazuma was last here on the Wrestling Showdown in June of last year, but it's the first time I've seen him in Rewind, going back to the August of 2009 for this contest. And that's why he has Kong Fue at ringside. She was his ringside advisor, if you want to. Micken just putting Kong Fue in her place, and Kazuma taking the opportunity, jumping from behind. This is one of Kazuma's first few matches here in W3L. He first appeared in the May of 2008, so he's been on and off for about a year here in W3L, but his appearances were sporadic due to his schedule over in Japan, where he currently resides. Micken, we last saw him 8 weeks ago here on Wrestling Showdown Rewind, from a match in late 2007 as he just suplexes Kazuma. And between then and it goes for a cover right away, trying to end this one early. Between late 2007 and the May of 2009, he'd appeared once or twice for W3L, again just sporadically, as Kong Fue tripping him as he comes off the ropes. And this is leaving Micken wide open for Kazuma to attack him. And a big boot. Micken may have tried to turn out the way, but he still went down. And that's thanks to the interference of Kong Fue, covered here by Matsuo Kazuma. Kong Fue is the only Scottish woman to ever be officially classified as a geisha. She underwent extensive training in Japan. She became a Kurua geisha, if you know the different variations thereof. And as a geisha, she is able to dance, she can perform music, she can sing, and she can obviously throttle you on the middle rope, as you can see. Spent a bit of time in China, hence the name, but mixing all the Oriental arts together into one melting pot is Kong Fue's choking Micken. In the May 2009, as we were to mention, he took part in the first round of the short-lived British Rules Championship tournament. And wait a minute, Kazuma going for another cover. Goes to 2. And the British Rules Championship was fought under traditional British rules, very different from what he's having to undergo here. This is rather mouthy Kazuma. His English is not good, and his accent is all over the place because he tries to speak with a sort of Scottish accent. Bear in mind, this event is in Kirkcaldy, so he has tried to speak with a slight Kirkcaldy lilt, but it's not really worked for him. That's why these days he doesn't really talk at all. Oh, Micken ducked and rolls him up, Micken with a superior body weight. Oh, nearly got him. And so Kazuma still active, maybe not as much this year as he gets turned inside out. Micken killed him with that clothesline. He has bulked up over the years, has Kazuma, and he's competed for a variety of the smaller independent wrestling groups in Japan. Oh, and Kong Fue again grabbing Micken's foot. That's where she's coming into her own. And oh, cracks his back. Does Matsuo Kazuma. Okay, pleased himself there. I say he wrestled and still does for some of the smaller groups over the years he's competed. Oh, hold on, I'll get back to that in a second. Just end it. No, not quite. But yeah, he's competed for the likes of 666, Guts World, Marble Project, Heat Up as well. It doesn't always wrestle with the mask on and doesn't always call himself Matsuo Kazuma, but I am sworn to secrecy as to what he wrestles under otherwise. And of course we still see him now and again here in W3L as he nearly gets Micken there. And of course Kong Fue guiding his career. I believe she was responsible for getting him across here in the first place. And now the referee being distracted, referee Clarence Mikado being distracted. And again Kong Fue, we saw this earlier, throttling Micken on the middle rope, choking him, getting the air out of his lungs, slowing him down. It's like being in a handicap match. And Kazuma, the upside to this for him is he can play the, if you'll pardon the expression, the dumb foreigner role, saying I don't understand what you're saying, because Clarence says he was the cover, just the 2. Has to spend longer trying to explain to this Japanese man what he's doing, though I'm pretty sure Kazuma knows exactly what Mikado was saying. Throttling Micken in the corner again. Like I say, Kazuma still around periodically for W3L, comes in maybe once or twice a year, but rarely at best. His schedule in Japan keeps him quite busy, or normally does. Kong Fue was around for a short while, guiding his career, but where she has gone to these days, anybody's guess. And he just booted Micken in the face. You can hear that thick accent of his. Again, I'm led to believe that he spent a bit of time with the Bulgarian baker, who of course speaks with a thick Eastern European accent, being from Bulgaria of course. And Kazuma partly tried to learn English from him, so that's why it sounds like he's speaking with an Eastern European accent. Micken with these heavy hands. He's a powerful man, is Micken. Oh, reversal. Just to say that, and he ducks that clothesline. And another huge clothesline. It's the second one in this match, and he has leathered Kazuma with it. Because about the low ceiling, everybody has to keep an eye out for that. Kazuma is reeling and hardly surprising. And just about gets him with the slam. You saw his feet nearly hit the ceiling as well. It's one of these things you have to adapt to. And Micken very good at stringing these big moves together as he T-bone suplexes Matsuo Kazuma. How ironic that a lot of Micken's big moves come from Japanese wrestlers and he just used them on a Japanese wrestler. He was barely kicked out. And he's taking some big moves. Micken can string them together. We've seen that before. Again, he's been here on
Rewind a couple of times. We've seen how he's got on. Not always successfully, but he's always getting a good account of himself. And the third time, come on, surely by now. And Micken's had enough, and rightly too. Dragging her on the apron. Mikado needs to kick her out of here. And oh, look at this. Kazuma with a low blow. And folds up. Mikado didn't see it. He was trying to get Kong Fue off the ring apron. And with a handful of the shorts, Matsuo Kazuma scores the pin over Micken. It took multiple distractions from Kong Fue. It took a low blow and it took a handful of shorts. But the Shogun, the masked Japanese man, gets the victory over Micken here on Wrestling Showdown Rewind.
Kong Fue shows off her value there by distracting Micken long enough for Matsuo Kazuma to hit the low blow and score the victory. Will Matsuo Kazuma be returning from his home in Japan to take part in some live W3L action? We are next back presenting you with live wrestling. Who can say? Obviously we don't know exactly when we're going to be able to bring you live wrestling. These are the dates that we currently have scheduled. They are of course subject to change, subject to restrictions and the like. Fingers crossed, come the new year we can bring you some pro wrestling action the way that W3L does best. Maybe Kazuma will be there, maybe won't. Who can say? But being back live will be fantastic. Remember, these are rescheduled from earlier this year. All original tickets are still valid. So if you bought tickets for them back in April, keep them. You will not miss out. We guarantee that. And again, stay tuned to all our social media platforms for up-to-the-minute news on our availability for these live events as to when they're going to take place and the like. And of course, Crafty Connoisseur will be back on board as our live event sponsor. Again, check them out. They've got a new messaging service that they're just started offering. You'll find out more about that on their social media. They will get in touch with you and let you know what's happening with them. Sign up to that, make a purchase for them, tell them that we said hello. And if you want to watch more W3L action, obviously there's us every single Sunday at 12. But go to W3LBoxOffice.com, live events. We've got compilations, a documentary, all there for you to watch via digital download. Get involved in that and make yourself a purchase of a fan support package. Prices start, remember that, start at a £5. There's something to suit every budget. You will get ringside tickets for next to nothing. You will get DVDs, a signed poster, an exclusive video message from a W3L star of your choice. You should also buy us one of our fantastic t-shirts. More and more designs coming out all the time. There is something for every size, every design, you name it, there'll be something that you will like. I guarantee. Go check them out. You can buy those and the fan support package as well as DVDs from our website, W3LWrestling.com. Make your purchase there and send it to the mailing list while you're at it. Give us a like on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, join us on Instagram, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Use that hashtag and tell us what you thought about Matsuo Kazuma. You can see why he is so feared, can't you? And then make your plans to come back and join us in 7 days' time right here on the network, as I will dip once more at the archives and bring you another fantastic contest here on Wrestling Showdown Rewind.